when you look and read the executive order, someone simply who received or purchased a Social Security card down at MacArthur Park or elsewhere in my district would be eligible immediately for mass deportation. He's trying to deputize police officers, and with the suspicion of someone being a criminal or having a broken tail light, that they themselves, as a local police officer, could call the ICE agents immediately and have that person deported without even legal due process.
So there are a couple of things here. First of all, I want to make sure I understand correctly.
Sure.
You don't think purchasing a phony Social Security card and number should be a deportable offense?
I don't think so, because, listen, the vast majority of immigrants who've come here, hardworking immigrants, have done that. I can tell you I have family members specifically who came here as undocumented immigrants, and they did the same thing. That's what you need to do to survive in this economy.
But, of course, the problem is then you get people, and I know people too, who've had their Social Security numbers and their identity stolen as a result of that. So what about the competing?
Yeah, but Larry, we're not talking about some Russian hack, trolling, people's, databases and stealing huge numbers of Social Security numbers, bank account numbers, and so forth, et cetera.
No, but I'm talking about if someone files on your Social Security number, and it's not really, you have to go to all the trouble of ironing that out.
But you know what, Larry? That's been a reality for the past, 50 years? In Los Angeles and California.
Okay, I just want to make sure you don't think that that's that big a deal that it should be deportable.
What I'm not saying is that something that's good.
No, but you don't think it's a deportable offense. But the second,
it's a deportable offense.
Okay, and the second issue is, though, how would ICE know that there is someone who is in custody that they need to deport unless law enforcement alerts them to that?
That's a very good question. And that's a technical question. What happens is that if you are actually booked into a county jail, your fingerprints are taken, and your database is submitted. It can be anyone. It can be U.S. citizen. It could be a couple college kids having too much of a good time, and police come by and they actually book them in jail. Your fingerprints are actually sent in real time to Homeland Security. Homeland Security, and specifically ICE, they are trolling all the databases continuously. And when there's someone that they want, clearly their red flag goes up, and they just have to pick up the phone call and say, hey, we have a judicial warrant. We're going to pick this individual up. And that's all you have to do. It's that simple. It's not very complex. It's not very difficult. It actually happens quite normally on a daily basis.
So then why does the federal government, if it's that easy, need additional cooperation to be able to deport people convicted of crime?
That's a very good question, and I'm glad you asked that question, because the executive order, for it to be successful and to have massive deportations of hardworking women and men, Donald Trump needs the cooperation of police departments and county sheriffs throughout the state of California and throughout the nation. The ICE simply they do not have enough federal agents to carry out the deportations. One of the reasons why I'm deeply concerned about this is I don't want crime to increase in our communities. You don't want the Pasadena Police Department to all of a sudden leave their beat on Colorado Avenue, Boulevard, and all of a sudden go help ICE agents do a raid on elementary school outside of waiting for mothers.
Isn't there a huge difference between picking up the phone and calling ICE that you got someone versus going down, taking part in a federal raid?
There is a huge difference, and that we don't prohibit that from happening at all whatsoever. Again, ICE has the ability to know who exactly are in the jails today, and all they have to do is secure the judicial warrant and go pick that individual up. It's that simple.
All right. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Kevin De León talking about his bill that would establish sanctuary status for the entire state of California. You can share your comments on the Air Talk page, kpcc.org, and let us know what you think about what we've heard from both Senators Jeff Stone and Kevin De León.